Welcome back, everyone, to another Friday live stream. Boy, did I need to take last weekend off. I always forget how important it is to take a break. Boy, did I need one. But I'm back. We're back. And let's take a look and see who's here early and on time. Matt Wolter, Phantom 6767, Tasmified, Nicholas Triple XN. Glad you're back in town, Nicholas. We need to get together. And yeah, one of the things is I need a proper truck skin for this Mercedes. Although I'm driving this Mercedes Actros only because it's the truck of the week for the Trucky Achievements. Let's see. Vigner is here. Ken Beard is here. Matthew Roth is here. Lobo1G is here. Wim55 is here. Welcome back, Wim. Hope your holiday was awesome. Lowrider is here. Carlin is here. Phantom, 26 months of flatbedder. Nice. Nightbot is here. Watch your P's and Q's. Turn off that caps lock key and don't spit out too many emojis or Nightbot will get you. Let's see. Trucker John is here. Welcome. A bunch of Nightbot vomiting all over the thing. Let's see. Mikey Doucette is here. All right. So we've got a bunch of folks here today. Let's do some shout outs for flatbedders first. Trucky is here. No truck driving. What? Gonna need towing assistance with that. Oh. Well, Ducky, it's just, it's the truck of the week for Euro Truck. Where's your mic? You sound really? I sound distant. Checkity check, check, check. I did a sound check. Let me, NVIDIA Broadcast had an update since the last time I streamed. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Let me turn up something a little bit. Checkity check, check, check. Okay, so maybe just need to turn your volume up. I don't know, but I did turn it up. Be okay. Just sound a bit tunnely. Okay. I sound old, older than usual. Okay. I am older than the last time you were here. Let's see. Okay, well, let's soldier on. Let me get back to that full screen over there. Oh, chamber, huh? Okay, I will have to look into that. Like I said, NVIDIA Broadcast, which I use to filter some stuff, had an update since the last time I streamed. So possibly, let's try turning this off. How's that? Is that any better? Oh, odd. Same, huh? Well, I just turned off the switch for room echo removal. I do have noise removal because I have a fan going in the background. If I disable that, it's gonna sound windy. Okay, well, we'll go with this for now. Could be I just need more coffee. I didn't get much sleep last night, so we'll see. All right, let's do some shout outs and then we'll get rolling. I'm going to talk about a couple things momentarily. Isabella Hagloff, Rob Strecker, aka Lurch, is not in the Discord with me today. He's doing that dad taxi thing. Yeah, it is a noisy truck, without a doubt. Bedrock, our top ETS driver for February 2023. Bill Welburn. Nicholas Triple XN. Susan Arthur, our top Euro truck driver for April 2025. Captain Minnesota. Trucker Kitty. Forgot to say hi. Norwegian Trucker Nicholas. Big Al 2424, our top ATS driver for March 2025. And our top ATS driver for all of 2023. Yeah, you can never have too much coffee. Dasmified, Johnny Hansen, Lobo 1G, our top Euro truck driver for July 2025. Pugwash, our top Euro truck driver for April 2024. Phantom 6767, our top Euro truck driver for October 2024. Wimp 55, our top ATS driver for March 2024. Garland, Taurus of Ice Bear, our top Euro truck driver for August 2023. FTG Mike B. David Long, aka Shorty, our top Euro truck driver for September 2024. Wiz Nation, our top ATS driver for July 2025. All right. So, well, I need to know what engine you're using there, Nicholas, because mine's loud. Actually, even the interior sounds are loud, not just the engine. So, let's see here. I have got a load. I don't know why I was over there. I've got a load of something or other. I don't remember what. Oh, your real one. I forgot. You have a real one. Is it an Actros? So I have a load of barley. We are taking from Prishtinë, Kosovo to Italy. Not too terribly far. We got to go down to the ferry landing here at Durres, across the Bari, and then over to Naples. Napoli. Bugwash! Cruising event has almost been reached. Yes, we've got about 2.3 million miles left to do for the Cruising Iowa event. Is everyone doing their part? I have been. Not today. But I've been doing some loads in and out of Iowa. But what we're focusing on today is the Euro Truck All Europe Challenge for 2025. It is coming to an end on Sunday. I thought it was Monday, but it's actually Sunday. Coming to an end on Sunday at midnight Central European time, which is about noon for me. No, actually 3 p.m. 3 p.m. for me on Sunday. So I have 4 legs left to do. I have struggled with certain things like getting into and out of Luxembourg, and then getting into Kosovo, because there's only one city in Kosovo, at least in ProMods. I do have ProMods installed, ProMods Europe. And I actually had trouble finding a load to Italy. Took me a little bit. Asimified's working on a 2K run. Well, that explains it. I saw you were in the one of the voice chats streaming earlier, driving ATS. Then I saw you were gone, but I didn't see a job report for anything. So yeah, good on you. All right. So now we're wrapping up the All Europe challenge. Can't talk. And as I said, I've got 4 left. So Kosovo to Italy, Italy to Hungary, wherever that is over here somewhere. Hungary to Greece, and Greece to Germany. Well, Frankfurt. Hopefully, I can find a load direct to Frankfurt. So I'm going to get 2 knocked out today during this stream, and then I've got 2 more days to get the last 2 done. And the last 2 are going to be a little long. So to go from Greece up, well, from Hungary down to Greece, not too bad. But Greece all the way up to Germany, or Frankfurt, that is quite a ways. But yes, I've been struggling, even getting out of Latvia. Latvia to Kosovo was tough. Had to do a lot of sleeping at a truck stop. Oh, Taz, are you waving at Nightbot? All right, so that's kind of what's up now. I do have the volume turned down because this has been really annoying for me. Let me turn it back up just a little bit. Because I was doing a lot of driving in the Discord, hanging out with others, and I could never hear them. So I got my truck engine noise turned down, everything else turned down, because it's just loud in here. So let me know if you're having trouble hearing the truck sounds. Nicholas is cheating because he can get away with that. Okay, so off we go. It's funny, as I think I delivered here or nearby, and then I went right over there to park, sleep, and then when a load finally did come up, it came up right here. That was convenient. Hey, speaking of convenient, so something I want to talk about is what we're doing tomorrow a little bit, or I just want to touch on it. We got a members live stream that starts at the same time as this one tomorrow. And we're gonna hopefully, Nicholas. Hey, Adam. We're gonna introduce the new truck skins for ATS for the VTC tomorrow. I mean, I've already introduced it a little bit, but we're gonna roll them out tomorrow. The other thing we're gonna roll out tomorrow is the All States Challenge for 2025. So I'll do an initial introduction and I'll do a leg during the members live stream tomorrow, and then I'll do the introduction again in the evening, and I'll do at least one more leg. So tomorrow's going to be crazy. But we're gonna kick ATS in the butt, and then Sunday we've got a Euro truck convoy in the Discord. Wouldn't that be something, Ducky? If you got 5-star runs for every leg. How about that? That's what we should add for next year. The new category, most 5-star runs. Oh, Nicholas, that's a bit over the top even for me. And I like the idea. Well, I don't like that idea, but I like the idea of doing 5-star runs. I mean, my run into Kosovo from Latvia, I was doing great until the last half hour, and I realized I was going to be late, and then I got into an accident. Yeah, it all went downhill from there. Doesn't it sound like the window's open? Or the best fuel efficiency? That kind of gets factored into the hardcore, though. But that's interesting. Well, Wim, I think a lot of them will be because of the distances involved and how spread out the states are. Hey, PosTech, welcome to the stream. Well, Pugwash, you can only do what you can do, but I do hope that you'll be able to participate. By the way, did you get a chance to look at that thing I sent you? I thought you might find that interesting. And I also noticed later on that Mr. Seeley P has already done a review of it. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. It's a little tougher in ATS, although a lot of people have gotten 5 stars. The problem is the weight requirements, the mass component of it is a little tougher in American Truck. Seems easier to find heavy loads in Euro Truck than American Truck, unless you do those cranes and nothing but. Or that milling machine. You know, I don't remember the scenery here being so awesome looking. Oh, what's going on here? Now, I've been this way before, I just don't remember all this. Man, look at that scenery. Is this a heavy load, 16 tons? In the U.S., 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. I wonder, in the UK, would 2,000 pounds be a ton of money? So 30 tons would be over 60,000 pounds. Nicholas! Flatbedder for 34 months. Nice. Man, time flies. Mikey, I think there are some people, or no, not Mikey, Lowrider. I think there are some people on the 156 open beta. I'm not. One of the reasons I haven't had time, another reason is because TrucksBook, the TrucksBook client wouldn't work with it. But there was a new update this morning for TrucksBook client, which I got just before the stream. And I think it will work with that, but I'm not in a big all fire hurry to test it. £2,000 will be a month's pay. Got some reverb going on here. See, do I have any advice for, I assume you mean budding content creator? I guess all I could say is just post content, but be consistent. Don't post all kinds of different content. If you're doing truck driving sims, then post that kind of content. You may notice that I don't post anything else but trucking, real life trucking, Euro truck trucking, American truck trucking content. I talk about farming a lot, but I don't post any farming videos on this channel. I have another channel for other things that I'm not currently doing at the moment because I'm just don't have the time. Haven't had the time. What is that up there on the hill? Whew. And I gotta watch my speed. I think we're getting close to the ferry, aren't we? We did have to cross over into Albania, I believe, which we did. The other piece of advice I could give to any new or budding content creators is just start messy. That's the advice I got from people that I pay attention to. Another thing is to make sure your audio is good, which is why I'm a little sensitive to it when I hear someone say that it sounds off. Because your audience can forgive you if your visuals are a little off, but bad audio is not okay. I've had videos when I had really bad audio when I was driving over the road, because my microphone, which was battery powered, I had left it on overnight and didn't realize it, and I recorded that day's drive, and it was just horrid. I think I wound up doing a lot of the subtitles. But yeah, I learned a valuable lesson that day. Problem is, I didn't get to it. I didn't notice because I didn't edit that footage for a while. So I didn't realize it was bad until later. Anyway, yeah, start messy. Just start and stay on a topic. Decide what topic you want to be, or what kind of content you want to promote, and do that. Channels that are all over the place don't have much traction usually. There are exceptions, like Jeff Favignano. He does a lot of different games, but it's all gaming, so he's a gaming channel. I think he built his following on American Truck Simulator, but I could be wrong about that. You know, another content creator, Farmer Klein, I've seen him. I follow him for farming stuff, farming simulator stuff, but he also has done trucking. I didn't actually care for his trucking stuff, but I still watch his farming videos. I don't even know if he does American Truck Simulator anymore. Anyway, enough on that. Andre, welcome to the stream. Oh, those are always fun. It's like Bonehead Truckers. That's why he gets such good traction, or has in the past. Showing the dumb stuff people do out on the road. I've had a couple of videos like that where I show things like that. Yeah, John, I love watching Bonehead Truckers. Four Wheeler Friday. Takes me back. And unfortunately, even like some of the stuff that they get video of the truck drivers doing, that's crazy. I look at that and I'm like, oh, I've done that. Or I've almost done that. I've never rolled a truck, but I've done some crazy things. I mean, crazy meaning that was stupid. I had to get towed out of a field once because I did something stupid. Actually, I did two things stupid. One, I got myself into that situation where I felt like I had to do the thing that got me stuck in the field, and then I did the thing that got me stuck in the field. But I was new. That's my excuse. That's why I tell people who, either are pursuing or think they want to pursue being a truck driver, what are you doing? I said, sign on with the company and be a company driver first. Because you're going to make a lot of mistakes, and if so, you may as well do that on the company's dime. Because they've already got that built into their business model. And you just when you're new at something, you're going to make mistakes, and in trucking, mistakes are expensive. Hey, Wiz. Wait, did Trucker John pass you? Ah! I thought that might have. Looks like he was like only less than 100 miles behind you last time I looked. Geez, where's this ferry at? All right, I gotta look because I've been yakking away and I may have lost track of where we're going. I may have missed a turn. Okay, we're still headed for the ferry. Ah, they clearly need more coffee. City of Duras. That makes us a Klingon city? No, Taz, I didn't. I just was starting to get worried because I figured I should have been at the ferry landing by now. But here we come, coming up on it. Keep it up, Wes. He's gonna get you. Oh, look at there. Let me pause this. That's the new look. 5 copies. Thank you, Wim. Wow. I didn't get to see the whole message. Maybe I can see it on my phone. It says, for keeping this great VTC in the air. Okay, we're dropping back a bit into hardcore listening, but overall, hey, come back here. Okay, even my phone won't display the whole message. Thank you. Oh, I guess it's this way. Come on, get up there. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Ah. Feel like Maxwell Smart trying to get into control. All these gates, walls, and things, obstacles. Oh no, do I have to go up top? I do. Glad I got a short trailer. Okay, we are going to Bari. And we'll do some shout outs here. JJ Man, 1982. Dora Rasmussen, our top Euro truck driver for January 2025. And our top Euro truck driver for all of 2023. Do I have to go down? Am I on the top level again? Omega Trucking, our top ATS driver for January 2024. Nick, David H74, RD04 Dave, our top ATS driver for March 2023. Broken, Douglas Williams. Willie, is he here yet? I think he said he had something to do today. Yeah, I would not want to have to do what I just did in a low loader or doubles. Although I don't think you could do doubles here anyhow. Not the long doubles. Alright, we got most of our clock back. We got less than 240 kilometers. To go. We have 235 kilometers to go. Wait a minute, just went 239. What the heck? Was it 236? Now it's at 236 again. It's confused more than me, which is confusing me. JC Drives, our top Euro truck driver for March 2025, Thomas Berger, Doom 3. Yes, Agent 86. Matthew Walter is here. Welcome, Matthew. Matthew, I'm driving a Mercedes. Look at the steering wheel. Mercedes logo. The Mercedes Actros. It is the truck of the week for the Trucky achievement thingy. Oh, Mikey, you're welcome. If I am helping you, that's great. Matthew Roth, Lee Jenkins, Lee01 Mr., Dazzy 291, Jennifer Roth, Pancake Man, Ken Beard, Grumpy Gruntpaw Gaming, Ken Maselman, Talk About It, Ravendron Supermaniam, and there's our cue. Tomorrow is ATS. Tomorrow there's a members live stream. It starts the same time that this one did. We're going to roll out the new ATS BTC truck skin and then the all states challenge for this year. No, in fact, I think the Veco S-Way was last week and I didn't drive it. I don't always do the achievements because I've been distracted with other things. But since I had a Mercedes-Benz Actros already, and I was ready for a change after putting a lot of kilometers on the my Volvo, plus I needed more axles. So this truck has 2 drive axles plus a pusher axle, or liftable axle. Last weekend, was it last weekend? No, the weekend before. I think. I don't even remember now. Whenever we did the, oh. Maybe that was the right one. No, wasn't. Oh, it was the far left one. What I get for not paying attention. So, yeah, it was last weekend. We did Euro Truck on Saturday. We had a Discord convoy on Saturday and Sunday, and the one on Saturday was in Euro Truck. And we went up to Svalbard Island. I took several people on a tour up there. Showed them how to get to the center of the earth. And I forgot to take pictures while I was there, so the next day I went back, I took Wiz, because he missed the convoy. Oops. Yellow drive through Italy. Yeah, John, ProMods is awesome. Joshua Haymakers here. Welcome to the stream. No, that's not it, Nicholas. I probably would have been still using the Volvo. But I ran into a problem when we went to Svalbard. We were running around the different areas. We had to go up these hills with icy roads. And my Volvo only had one drive axle, and I couldn't get up the hills. Susan had to push me. And sometimes it still wasn't enough. So when I went back, I switched. Actually, I didn't switch to this. I went back to my Scania. But I wanted more axles, so I decided that's another reason why I did the Mercedes-Benz. Anyway, when I went back with my Scania and I had another drive axle, so I had two, it worked out a lot better. I didn't get stuck. Wiz got stuck. Actually, I got stuck and he pushed me, and then he got stuck. That's what it was. Isn't that Monday, Adam? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Campania. Adam, trucking is like on Labor Day, like pretty much any other day. Just out on the open road. Depending on where you are, it might be busy or it might be dead. See if I can get the right lane this time. Yay. Labor Day is like any other holiday. It's Still people are out there driving. In my way, on my roads. Oops, not here. There we go. Kosovo to Italy. Done. Now, Italy to Hungary. See how much time I have left on the clock. Hey, Greg. Almost 7 hours. So basically half a day, give or take. Let's take a look at the map. Not much in the way of sleep triggers. There's one. Well, I guess there's one right there too. But let's see what we got for loads out of Italy going to anywhere in Hungary. Now we got a lot of options here. We've got a lot of cities we could get a load out of. We've got a few different loads or a few different cities that we could get a load to. So let's see. Do we get anything coming out of Naples first? We'll check that. To anywhere in Hungary. There's one. Ooh, 1,600 kilometers. Here's another one. Well, you know what? I haven't discovered this city yet. Well, let's go get that load. And it is at Elo Line, so just down at the port. Listen here. Yep, got to drive down to the port. How much time is left on it? Stop and sleep. "13 hours. I better just go get it." But first, before that, John, you were talking about ProMods. Thanks, Vigner. So with ProMods, you get more stuff. Like, look at this. We got Malta. It's Malta. We've got Crete. That's Crete. Or no, that's not Crete. What is the name of this island? Cyprus. We'll start with the C. We've got Let's see, Azerbaijan, and I forget all the names. There's three different countries, three countries over here. But here's a big deal. Way up, you get all of this area up here in northern Scandinavia. I love driving up there. And you can catch a ferry up here to Svalbard. That's some neat stuff. But also, you get more in the UK, including Ireland, Northern Ireland, and Ireland. I posted the entire load order and everything that you need in the Discord in Euro Truck, I think. No, in the convoy information channel, I posted a specific one so you can get on the server. It includes all the mods that you need. So we've got the Faroe Islands, we've got Iceland, and you can even get out to Greenland. So it's pretty cool. And if you get ProMods Europe, you can get the Middle East, or not Europe. ProMods Middle East, you get the Middle East. And the Great Step will get you out here. So there's a lot. In fact, we got Moldova, we got part of Ukraine, Western Ukraine, just all kinds of stuff. All right, let's get on with it. What'd I say, Vigner? Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Armenia. Thank you. Anyway, if you go to John, if you go to Convoy Information Channel, you'll see a post within that for Euro Truck ProMods Europe. So if you do all that, you'll be able to get on the server even. All right, back to this. Let's get rolling. Oh, I guess I could do some shout outs, huh? The Gigliottis, Wise Mind Facts, Emax06, Olivia Brown, The Stony Tony Show, Darren Radcliffe, Japsize 0585, Mystical World, Jeff Ward, Dan Brewster. Napoli. Yeah, Vigner, I've been doing a lot of driving in Euro Truck this month. I'm a little bit short on meeting my minimums for American Truck, but all I have to do is one run, and I'll do that too. I think it's been a while since I've been here because I don't remember this, but I've obviously been here. This route, anyway. Ooh, wasn't expecting this to be the turn. Is the place here on the right? It is. Get our load. Wonder, we're going to take a ferry. We'll sort that out later. Get the load hooked for now. Some interesting artwork on the back of that. All right, let's look at this route here. Yeah, so it's 1591. What if I'm going to do would be go back to Bari. I don't think that this works out well. Shorter, but it'll take longer. I think. Yeah, let's just stick to the plan. Oh, I'll do some more shout outs too. Grim Reaper, Red Tiger, Eddie Parsley, Sunflower, Craig Ito FM, David Bohannon, Tim, One Last Midnight, and that's all the shout outs. If we took the ferry across, we'd wind up driving through Sarajevo, which is where Adam is right now. Of course, he's not in my game. We wouldn't actually see him. And how much time do we have? 44.5 hours. And I need to plan out my first stop. I forgot to do that again. Oh, it's the other one. What do I have left? I got 6 hours, so I need to find a place 5 hours drive. Let's do that quick. Thinking about it. What about here? Yeah, 5.5 hours. Well, that's going to be tight. Probably get fuel over there. Well, let's get trucking. Yeah, Wim, I think I do need to pick it up a little bit. And if I took a ferry, I might be late. Joshua, don't you have this on for PC? Aha. Well, I think Vigner's right. I think it's going to be well into next year. Possibly a year before it's released. Well, Joshua, they've been working on the beta for consoles for quite some time. So, yeah, we're probably still a year away from release. Hey, Stubbs. Did I choose the wrong lane again? I did. Dang it. Well, this isn't going to help my time. Stopping here like this. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Hey, sound fixes. Yellow sign. I gotta look for the yellow sign. By the time I get that sorted out, we'll be in a different country. Okay, looking for the yellow sign. Guess I still have to slow down. Yay. Umbria. Yeah, I thought so too. 156 is coming out real soon, and we just feels like it's not been that long since we got 155. Which is going to break ProMods again. Oh, I got a yawn. We should be getting close. Yep, there it is up the road a bit. I will also need fuel. You know, when that's awfully tempting because I'm not. I don't want to sound this way, but I'm not excited about what's coming on 156. I mean, all the updates are always nice, but I'm thinking there's nothing I can't live without for a while. But I just may have to go with it. I don't know yet, but I like that idea. I hate losing ProMods. Although when it does come back out, hopefully we'll have the bundle again. Because even though they released the great step, we don't have a bundle for everything. I guess they decided that they were just going to wait. That the 156. After looking at the blog post, it looks little, and I think that they'll put out one more update before the end of the year, and that will probably include Nordic Horizons. Yeah, 157 will come out probably just before Nordic Horizons. Gonna break your favorite truck. Great Mac car. Okay. You've got to 30 in game minutes overdue time for sleep before you get fined. Oh, well, I'm good. I'm here. I'm just gonna. Oh, I already slept. Let's go get fuel. Yeah, Nicholas, I think a lot of us thought we were going to see Nordic Horizons with 156, but 156 is coming. I don't think any of us were expecting 156 already. I think we'll still get one. I think we'll still get Nordic Horizons in the timeline that we were expecting, which means in a couple of months. Okay, where's my next stop? 9 hours. That'll do. Do big. Do. Uh, See you, Wim. Also, Wim, thanks for the coffees. Coffee. But we have 1,160 kilometers to go. Looks like we'll be doing a bunch of it in the dark. Well, one thing that's going to happen in 156 is that load of scrap metal, if you use your own chip trailer, you'll get the animated, you might get an animated load and unload. So that's one nice thing. And sound fixes, I see you added a sound in or back in for the logs, down to the logs being dropped into the trailer. For 156. And does that apply to other loads like scrap metal? Well, Adam, I'm talking about the dynamic loading, not the sounds you hear at a shipper, but the sounds that you might hear while being loaded dynamically. Well, shoot. Johnny Hansen is here. 29 months, a flatbedder. Nice. Okay. So only ATS now. Did I read that right? For the log and soybean loads. Whoops. I guess I better be careful not to speed too much for too long. Although 4 over is still fine. But not 14 over. Well, it's starting to get light. I don't know Italy as well as some of the other countries. I do know that Venice is in the northeast. Johnny Hansen with the super chat. 249 Norwegian krona. Thank you, Johnny. Oh. Ah. Well, there's one of SoundFix's sirens, I believe. Country-specific sirens. Alright, am I still looking for the yellow sign? Well, it shouldn't have happened, but that transition ramp at a lower speed limit than I wasn't even looking until too late. But I'm glad we could test it out for the audience. Susan! Well, lowrider, I just need to get these last 4 runs done for the challenge. I've got, including this one, I've got 3 left to do. I've got 2 more after this. And so I planned on doing 2 of them during this stream. And I'm already halfway done with this one. Just don't want to be late. Shouldn't be. As long as I don't get a detour. I still got a little coffee left in my cup. And you know, I've really been enjoying driving in Euro Truck recently. This probably because ProMods. Okay, now it looks like we got to be on the right side. It is. I'm enjoying it, but I am tired. Only because I didn't get enough sleep last night. Which was totally my fault. I want to do a quick map check, see how much farther we have to go to our rest stop. 2 hours, 19 minutes. So we're making pretty good time. Any way I could make it the next one? Three and a half hours. Yeah, I can. So we'll shoot for that. Just a little cognizant of the time because I had a nice long run yesterday from Latvia to Kosovo. And you know, these aren't World of Trucks loads because I'm in ProMods. John, if you're still here, that's something to keep in mind. Avoid World of Trucks loads. Anyway, I wasn't keeping track of the time. And I had a distraction. I found a secret road. This was yesterday. And then I had a detour. And then after I stopped and slept for the last time on that run, And when I checked the hours that I had left, I knew I was going to be late. I was 2.5 hours late. Guess I could have stayed in that lane. Oh well. Oh, I forgot to look. Is that still in Italy where we're stopping? Are we getting into the mountains? Looks like it. Well, I may or may not get 4.5 stars, Vigner. This is also a fairly light load, 22 tons. Oh yeah, we're leaving Italy, we're going into Austria. And we're passing north of Klagenfurt. I wouldn't think there'd be that much variation in U.S. states' police sirens. There is between police vehicles and fire engines and ambulances, though. Well, that was a mistake. Yes, I am. Welcome to the stream. Deutsche Kartoffel. Wow, it's beautiful here. Johnny is gifted 5 memberships, and the lucky recipients are Edmund Bouchard, Assassin King 33. This wasn't it, was it? It was. Oops. Dang it. Circus 34, JBM Gaming and Auto Dips, and Junior A or JRA. All right, I gotta. Oh, we're already going this way? Really? Well, I guess we'll just have to pull in here. Well, we don't have red bed yet, so we're good. Let's have a look at that. We are coming up to a border crossing. There is no thing there. Oh, I could pull in there. Yeah, do that. We can make that. Even though that's all gray down here. Johnny has sent 5 more channel gifted memberships. And the lucky recipients are Daza T. Arab, Brenzia, I don't know, A&B Travels, Brutov 666, and Bruce A. Thank you, Johnny Hansen, ×2, and welcome or congratulations to the lucky recipients. Slovenia. And I don't need fuel. I just need a place to park for the night, for the day. There we go. Listen to them birds chirping. Chirping birds. Wow, Johnny, you're on a roll today. All right, get through the day. And it's 8:30. I just noticed that the Mercedes logo lights up. That's cool. All right, we have, how much time do we have left? 11 hours to make this delivery. And we have just over 6 hours of driving. Looks like going to be just fine. Okay, let's get going. Famous last words, I hope those were not. I haven't seen a detour yet. This way to Hungary. Now the next run after this, which I'm not doing today, how do you know it's going to rain? Oh, lowriders, completely opposite for me. American truck stops are not confusing. They're laid out in a way that makes perfect sense. But you're not the only one that feels that way. I know Pugwash gets confused by him sometimes. Or he says that he does. Although it could just be that he gets confused by which way to go through the fuel islands. And I can see that. Well, Assassin King, welcome to the stream. Have you been lurking? Oh, dark clouds. Whoa! What would I rate ETS? I don't know, it depends on what your criteria is. I like it a lot though. Yeah, Vigner, that was almost a Swiftie. Welcome to Hungary. Maybe it's just game related or my low-end PC, but it's hard to read the signs on truck stops and ATS for me. Okay, I get that. Yeah, they're not real good. I think and I think that's part of what the issue that Pugwash has as well. For me, it's easy because I don't even have to look at the signs. I instinctively know where I'm going. Now here, there's not many truck stops in Euro Truck, not what I would call that. But there's a lot of parking places like that travel plaza we just went to. We have those in the U.S. as well, but they're almost all in the eastern third of the U.S. So when we get to possibly Illinois, but Indiana, Ohio, New York, Pennsylvania, you'll see a lot of those travel plazas. Actually, you see them right now in Oklahoma. Because they have, on the toll roads on Interstate 44 in Oklahoma, they have those travel plazas like that. But a lot of times they're in the in-between. So that both sides, both directions can go into the same travel plaza. Bitterman, welcome to the stream. If someone had to do it, this guy the man for it. Okay, not sure what you're referring to, or if you're even referring to me. But welcome to the stream. Between 1 and 10 rating, what would you rate ETS? Again, it depends on the criteria. In relation to what? I'd give it 5 stars for sure on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. Because I think it's awesome, especially with ProMods. So I'd say somewhere between an 8 and a 10 overall. I mean, it's not without its faults, but from a gaming standpoint, it's awesome. From a realism standpoint, except for the AI, it's pretty darn good. And even the AI, when they're misbehaving, that is mimicking real life. One of the things I have a real problem with AI is when you're pulling out, trying to pull out of somewhere like at an intersection, and AI going this way, they have the right of way, and you have to wait for them. you put on your turn signal, they will stop right in front of you and then go. And that causes the backup. So that's a real downer. That's a real negative. But from my perspective, as far as I'm concerned, as a former American truck driver, Euro truck is a keeper. I love it. Well, Vigner, they should. I mean, we are already up against those states. Across from in northeastern Arkansas, that interstate goes across to Tennessee. So there should be signs. Same thing for Kentucky and Illinois. And even Minnesota. I've seen in Iowa, I've seen a sign that says this way to Minneapolis. But Ohio seems like there shouldn't be any signs in the game currently that reference Ohio. That's too far away. But there should be signs that reference Tennessee, Kentucky, and Illinois. I'll tell you a secret, lowrider. It was a shock for me the first time too. I was not expecting a travel plaza on the left side, but I understand the logic behind it from a cost standpoint. You make one travel plaza for both directions. It makes a lot of sense, but it's a little confusing exiting to the left and merging from the left. But those aren't truck stops, those are travel plazas that have truck parking. Most truck stops are laid out in a particular manner. Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of our drivers in the Discord in a convoy that will pull into the auto side. And they get stuck in there. And that happens in real life too. Whoa! Didn't even know I was speeding. I guess that's what I get for yakking and not paying attention. Duna! I think that's the river. But you can't see. Oh, I can kind of see it. See the moon's reflection off the river? I could. Yeah, Vigner, from one of the cities in eastern Missouri. I can't think of the name right now, but anyway, right across the river is Kentucky. So, and there's a bridge, so we should be seeing signs that say Kentucky. "94 kilometers." Now we've got 91. We are almost there. We have traveled 1,400. Where to go? No, it's the wrong thing. Where are we at? Stop moving around up there. 1,500 kilometers so far. Nope, not Poplar Bluff. That's no, the city south of St. Louis. Drawing a blank. Cape Girardeau. There's a bridge that goes east over the river, over the Mississippi, and I believe it goes into Kentucky from there. Well, I'm out of coffee, so I better get this delivered and wrap up this stream. I mean, I have coffee in the kitchen, but I'm out of coffee in my cup. Thank you, lowrider. Okay. Well, then it must be farther south then, Vigner, the one I'm thinking of. It's somewhere south of Cape Girardeau. There is a another interstate that heads east and goes across a bridge into Kentucky. So, yeah, I think you're right. It's not Cape Girardeau. It's farther south. Not at a city, but in between cities. Which way am I going? To the right. Ooh. Oh, it seems I've not been this way before. Ooh. I didn't see that. Trying to say, stay in your lane. And watch out for deer. Now this city we're delivering to is only in ProMods, I think. Oh, look at all the sleep triggers. I'll take one of those. Ooh, I guess we're going here. Yep, I can see our parking spot. Right there. Yeah. Ah. Woo. 1,588 kilometers. We were not late, no damage. Yay. All right, where's those things at? Sleep triggers. There's one right next door. Or right, maybe even in part of this place. I'll go over here. I'm just gonna park. Yes, I could go right over there, but I've already discovered that. And this other area, I have not. All right, woke him up. I bet he spilled coffee. Assuming he's on his way to work and not on his way from work. There we go. All right. How about that? 2 runs in 1. Let's see. Yes, you're correct on that. I have not seen it in the game, and I don't use ProMods. I already forgot what I said. I love when I'm late at delivery and see the parking spot just when entering. Yeah, yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here. It has been 2.5 hours. So that's a pretty long stream. Thank you for riding along with me today. And remember, tomorrow we got the members live stream that starts at the same time as this one did. And for those of you who are members and will be there, and thank you, Johnny, for the 10 memberships you gifted. Tomorrow we will be, actually both streams tomorrow will be American Truck Simulator, and we'll roll out the new truck skins. They're all done, and we'll be, hopefully, is Nicholas still here? Hopefully we will be putting them out to all of the VTC members that drive an ATS. And then we will roll out and begin the ATS All States Challenge. Hey, Nicholas is here. Yeah, we should get together soon, Nicholas. I got to take a break when I get done, but I'd like to get together and work out the details. Okay, thanks again, everybody, for being here. And let me check one thing quick. You check that thing quick. There we go. See you tomorrow.